are the 8 Peaks Loonies, and you get in patch 6.1. There's fanatics, and then there's these fanatics. As in, the first thing you need to know about this unit is that it's unbreakable, they will fight to the last gobbo and smile doing it. That's scary enough. It's also a Night Goblin unit with fanatics, so spinning loons can be used on foes for even more carnage. Great stuff. Since you can't use that ability if the unit is routing, unit doesn't rout? Great! I think you still need to be above 25% hit points though. Recruit for 725 gold and 181 upkeep. The stats are identical to rank 9 Night Goblins, except for the leadership. That means it's a stock unit with Vanguard deployment. It is not considered expendable. Unlike the Warlord's Boys, attack interval is still 4, and each attack carries poison with it. Of course, if this is under Skarsnik, Fungus Flasks are available. As usual, this is a 160 entities unit with 8,960 health between them on Ultra, Armor 15, Shields blocking 35% of small arms, fire from the front. Leadership is 100 and Unbreakable, as I said. Speed is 35, charge speed 41, melee attack 34, carrying poison, no splash damage. Melee defense is 31, weapon strength 29, weapon strength 27, split base 21 and AP 6, charge bonus 14, mass 19. I have not detected any statistical difference between the usual spinning loons and this RR special ability. I will say that the range is deceptively long. Those crazies really travel when you release them, so buyer beware. I think in this case, it's fine to recap the rest. In the redline skills, Dug Gobbles at 3 pips grants plus 6 melee attack and plus 6 melee defense. Sneaky Stabbers at rank 7 provides plus 5 leadership, plus 12% weapon strength, and 10% physical resistance. In the tech tree, Tough Fada adds 10 armor and plus 3 melee defense early on. More Grub is minus 5% upkeep. Knight Raiden offers speed plus 10% and armor piercing plus 2 for each melee blow. That comes a lot later in the tree. For scrap upgrades, aside from Skarsnik's Fungus Flasks, Thicker Robes grants leadership, never mind, and melee attack plus 5, and Spikier Bits is armor piercing damage plus 5. The wiki entry is botched, Spiky Bits is plus 3, but that's for regular gobbos. So in other words, we can have an Unbreakable unit doing base 21 and armor piercing 13 with each blow, which is a hell of a lot more legitimate sounding than the original version. So how do we use the Loonies? I'm sure the exact uses will vary greatly with the situation and therefore dumb luck, but if you have some trolls or whatever busting down the gates and you have a blob forming on the other side, that's one of the more perfect circumstances to wade in and fire fanatics to sort things out. A lot of races need big bombardment spells to do this. You can do it with a unit, and that's amazing. Having the unit not risk fleeing before it can get the job done is also great. No Night Goblin unit, even this one, is ideal against cavalry and other large opponents, but poison is poison, and those scrap upgrades are not mild bonuses. Even without Skarsnik, reasonable effort speccing into goblin fighting abilities will make this much deadlier in normal combat, and even without that, it's a walking bomb ready to detonate on an enemy infantry blob at any time. The enemy will react as such, but that's what stock is for. So you should simply be sneaky and tricksy with this unit and make the most out of the ability to unleash its loons in the middle of the worst melees no matter the situation, provided it's above that 25% health mark. More to the point, any Unbreakable unit on the Greenskins roster is amazing and can bail you out of some very bad situations. At least it keeps you in the fight in the hope of turning things around and letting routing units rally far from the immediate ruckus. If all else fails and they're out of loons and you're not out of foot of Gork spells, well, the combination explains itself. Sometimes you must sacrifice fanatics for the cause. The point is, you should be the hunter and not the hunted with this unit. Don't wait for the enemy to find you, go and find the most vulnerable place in the battle to place them. Don't worry about them breaking immediately, and at least get some kind of value out of them before they're willed down. Besides, Unbreakable or not, they're only Night Goblins. The enemy probably has higher priorities, so they won't even be the first to be focused down in a lot of fights. Take care and have fun bringing the insanity to the field of battle.